Good job by our players. Obviously getting the win, so we made it difficult on ourselves at times, but it was a good job getting the victory. Questions?
Was this a little bit more heated game than you thought?
Heated in what way?
Well, a little bit tense.
Yeah, it was competitive out there. There's two teams, win or go home, so very competitive.
Were you happy with the way the team played?
Okay. I'm happy to get the win. I mean, we made some mistakes.
And anything in particular that you were upset about?
A chance to go 3 scores, pick 6. That's probably the biggest thing.
How about what you were happy with?
Ability to run the ball, physically dominate them. We physically dominated them on offense, and I think for the most part, besides a couple stupid things we did defensively, we physically dominated them on defense too. It was a physical game, and I thought we were the more physical team, so I was happy with that. We talked about that all week.
It seemed like the turning point happened when you had that pick 6, and then you were able to come back from that. What do you think?
It was a great job. I mean, we threw the pick, we go all the way down the field, try to go up 3 scores, and we throw the pick 6. All of a sudden, you go back to a 1-score game. Our offense, that was probably the best possession. We kind of sloughed it off offensively. We didn't let it affect us. I think Bart went back out there, ran the ball through the ball, and got the lead back to his 2-score lead after that. Should have been 3 scores, back to 1 score. Offense goes out there, just kind of flushed it. After that, changed the momentum, we went out and played, and we got we got that next possession right after they scored. We went back down and scored. So that's the best thing about I think our teams. Like, we've been enough these up and down things, and things have happened back and forth all season. Like, nothing phases them. Go out there and do that, come back and play again.
Bart, can you talk a little bit about that play? Because that was, you guys were driving, and that could have been sort of a nail on the other side, but you came back afterwards.
Yeah, didn't like the first read, second read, and then I got flushed out, just trying to make a play. Should have, looking backwards, thrown out of bounds or maybe tucked it and tried to get in the end zone. But, things happened. Couldn't do much about it after it did happen, so couldn't do much about it other than come back and run the offense. And, we felt confident. We got all the way down the field before that, so, we just got the ball back, didn't lose any confidence, kept running the offense, and, we got back to 2 scores after that.
As a quarterback, in a playoff game, when you have something like that happen, can you take me through how you process that and what you do?
Yeah, it's tough when, like Coach Mitchell said, you go up 3 scores at that point in the game, and I feel like you let the team down a little bit, but at the same time, it's my job as quarterback to go out there and make the plays necessary to win the ball game, and I feel like I did that, and we did that as an offense. So, it doesn't feel good, but it feels good when you go to the sideline with the teammates we got on the team. Nobody talking anything. Like, why'd you do that? Everybody's just like clapping their hands, getting ready to go, and we were just excited to get back on the field.
Dante, can you talk about your pick on that play a little bit?
Watching film all week, we knew we would have opportunities to make plays on the ball. Getting to the quarterback, our D-line getting to the quarterback was going to be a key aspect in that. And really, it was just me doing my 1 of 11 and, just going to get the ball.
And what was the challenge of just, their quarterback could kind of throw it around a little bit, and they had some receivers who made some plays. What was just the challenge of defending this offense today?
I feel like they kept us on the toes with the run game. The running back trying to break it out whenever he got the ball, but really just, staying true to what we're doing. Staying true to what we're trying to do. We did it.
Matt, can you talk a little bit about the use of Marty Carter in this game? It seemed like whenever you needed first down, you ran a couple third down plays, and then second half you just rode it when you needed to.
Yeah, I thought he played great. His offensive back either in conference leads the nation in rushing. I thought he played like that type of player today. A lot of based on what they're doing with some of their secondary, draw was a much bigger play for us in the game plan. I thought we executed draw very well. He didn't want a couple check downs when they're kind of bailing out, which I thought Bart handled really well. So you get in playoff games, best players got to play, and I thought Marty, he was really on point today with everything. Ran really physical. 33 carries is a lot, but there were physical runs and got in the back of the defense and played like the player that he is.
Marty, I know last year was when you kind of emerged. You had some playoff experience when you had to fill in for Kurt. How did that benefit you today? And talk about a little bit about your game too.
It helped me a lot. It gave me a little experience on what to expect going into playoffs. It's either win or go home. So my focus was to just go out there and execute, make sure I was on point with the game plan, and making sure I was locked in with the plays. how I played today. It was, you know, everybody executed well. Offensive lineman was making great blocks out. They was making me help me read on what the key was on how they was blocking. So, you know, it was just basically an all-team effort thing. On getting to the secondary, it was pretty much, you know, me versus you type mindset. So it was either me or him. So I wasn't going to take the loss. So I was just mindset to just get the first down or get extra.
Are you a cold weather guy? You like running in the cold opposed to the warm or no?
I pretty much, yeah. Back at home is pretty much colder, so I do like kind of playing in the cold and sometimes in the heat. But it's always kind of a struggle in the beginning of the season.
Mark, could you speak to him about his, you know, what it means for you as quarterback when you can turn, you know that you have good running game with him and Terrell?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've said it before, but just nice having that weapon in the backfield. You know, O-line does a great job getting him to the secondary, and you know, just great team player. I think that's one thing that if anybody takes anything away from him, you see what he does on the field, but it's all for the team, and it's not an individual accolade. You know, performance. He's, you know, really laying it out there for the team, running physical for the team, and you know, you couldn't ask for anything more. And then even like today, bailed me out, almost dropped a snap. I just checked it down to him. He got about 20 yards. So, you know, just things like that. You know, just very valuable.
Was that broken play? Just kidding.
Yeah, I had to take my eyes off the defense, make sure I came up with a snap. You know, just knew I had to check the ball down, and worked out.
Bart, your receivers made a lot of catches today. I mean, Bean had the hurdling play, and then Matt makes that falling down catch earlier in the game. You talk about how big it is just to have guys that can make those tough catches like that.
Yeah, it's big time. I didn't get a big look at Urson's catch on the sideline, but I mean, it looked tight, looked real close to the sideline. That was a great catch too. And you know, I just think we have so many good wideouts, and they all want the ball. They all want to play. They all want to make the play. So when the ball comes their way, you know, they're going to make the play, and they're very competitive, and great to have on my side.
Speaking of those, you know, Matt Williams had missed a couple games, you know, with the knee and was able to come back, and you hit him on that play, and you got that touchdown in that corner where you had that hand check down. What's it mean to have him back for you guys?
It feels good, you know. It obviously feels good. I think we did a good job in the bye week, you know, establishing some guys. It's not like we're dead without him. But yeah, you know, he had a good job today, good game today, but like I said, we're not reliant on Matt Williams being out there, but it's obviously a weapon that we can use when he's out there.
Coach, you guys got Trey Walton back in this game. Just what was your impression of how he played today?
I'll have to watch the tape. I mean, he gave up one fade ball. Yeah, I can't really comment on it. I'd have to watch tape.
So you'll have Ferris State again next week, or early thoughts about meeting them again?
I don't know. We're going to enjoy it tonight. I'll worry about them tomorrow.
How about you guys? You know, facing Ferris State again?
Same thing. Enjoy tonight, worry about it tomorrow.
Marty, you broke the single season rushing record that was set earlier in 2003. Does that mean anything to you?
It's a great achievement, but it's more to come. So I'm just really focused on, you know, going 1-0 every week. I'll worry about the stats after the season.
I got